What is going on, guys? This is Steve Sim Community bringing you guys another video on the Griffin, Indiana series. And we have finally made it to the harvest in this point of the series, and I am going to be harvesting some corn. The first thing I'm going to do here is grab 3010 and bring the grain cart over. And I'm going to tell you guys this now. The 3010 did not cut it for the grain cart, unfortunately. Had a very hard time pulling the grain cart when it was filled with grain, especially going uphill. I thought it would be the perfect tractor for the job, but I guess we're going to need to find another one. So, I'm going to go take that over to the harvester now, and I am going to start harvesting some of that corn. I'm looking forward to this year's harvest because we are in debt because of all the equipment that we had to buy for this series, and I am hoping that with this harvest, I can dig myself out of the debt a little bit. If not, be able to dig myself out of the debt and buy some more equipment for the farm that we need. So I'm going to head over there and then we will get to harvesting. 3010 has not been the greatest tractor for me as of right now. I was using it off camera and I put the forklift attachment on it and I needed to lift some pallets, and I guess a singular pallet of seeds weighs more than 3010, so I ended up having to buy a weight for it just to throw it on the back and be able to lift stuff more effectively. And I'm sure I'm going to need to do the same when I use the front loader attachment with a bucket, but I guess we shall see. And as you can see here, it's 3010, I'm sorry, is having a very tough time getting up that hill, only pushing 6-7 miles an hour. But I'm going to head over here, hop in the harvester, and I will get to harvesting. The John Deere SLC 1175, I do really enjoy using it. It's an older style harvester. It's probably about the same size as that in-game the Dutzfar in-game tractor that you get to start harvesting on different maps. I'm pretty sure it's on Elm Creek. I haven't really played much on the different maps, but I'm imagining that's the first harvester you get in the other maps. I'm not too sure how they work. I don't play a ton of in-game maps, but I'm gonna hop in the harvester and show you guys how it runs. I really have been enjoying this mod so far. It has a lot of features that I'm surprised some of the in-game harvesters do not have. I'll show you those features once the grain tank starts to fill up. Little spoiler, at 75% it plays a alarm, like simple several beep alarm, and then once you get to 97 or 98% it is, as I just made a mistake, it starts playing an alarm until you get right up to the point where it's going to be done harvesting, and then if you just let go of the throttle, it will finish up those last few stalks or last few bits of whatever you're harvesting, and then it will be ready to be dumped. So I'm going to do a couple passes here with the harvester, and let me know what you guys think in the comments about this harvester. I got an American flag attachment for it. I have a corn header and a bean header for it. The corn header is pretty small in size, but I will be upgrading to a different John Deere SLC tractor later on in the series to harvest a little bit bigger of an area. But I'm going to cut through here, do a couple passes, and talk about the mod a little bit more. It has two models. This is the cheapest model you can buy, and I thought it'd be good because it's how, like, start with the cheapest, smaller model. This one's cheaper and does not have a cab. It just has that little rail there in the front, as you can see. And honestly, I really do like it for keeping with the older style vibes that I'm doing on this map. But that also has two different cab models. I'm not too sure the huge differences in between the two, but I think they both look pretty nice. And then the other mod that I downloaded, which I'm going to be doing in the future, is the same type of tractor. I'm pretty sure it's a different generation or a different model, and it's the turbo model, so I'm sure I'll be getting a little bit more speed in the fields, especially when going uphill. As you can see, it starts to struggle when you are going uphill. Has pretty good sound when harvesting, I must say. I do really like the sound that the modders made for this one, especially when it's harvesting. It also has a control panel that you can switch in between different types of settings for that. I'm not too sure what they all do, but I might make a more in-depth video about it in the future. But as of right now, I am just doing a little corn harvest with the basic control panel that I have. I believe what the control panel does, I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on this, is I believe it's for activating the side ladder and the back ladder, which I do really appreciate the fact that they added that into this mod. The little side ladder and the back ladder that you can open up, you can use to climb up it for whatever reason that may be. And you can also adjust the top of it so you can see grain going into the harvester if you really wanted. I do prefer to keep it closed, but you can do whatever your heart desires with that, I should say. And we just finished up that first pass, and I'm going to go around, do a circle around the field, and I'm going to start going back and forth. I am missing a few spots because I am not totally used to the harvester that I'm using right now, but I'm sure I will get more used to it as I go on. This is my first time in this gameplay doing a corn harvest with it, so I guess we shall see what happens as the video progresses. But I'm going to go around the field once, and then I'm going to start going back and forth like I just said earlier, and then I'll cut to the end and do the last couple passes with it and let you guys know how I feel about it. About 40% capacity, and once we get to 75, I will shut up for a minute and then let you guys hear that alarm it makes. I really do like it. And I also do really enjoy the alarm that it makes once you get a full grain tank capacity. The harvesting speed isn't great on this harvester, but as I said earlier, there is another mod you can get for the same harvester but a bit bigger. I'm not too sure if it's the same mod. I'm going to have to look in my mod list, but I'm almost positive it's a separate mod. I'll be leaving them all in the description if you guys want to check that out whenever you want in the video. And they are available on all platforms like always, so anyone will be able to download them. I'm really hoping that the modding community incorporates a lot of older tractors into Farming Simulator 25 in the future here. I am sure that they will, because I found quite a few of them for 22, and I don't see why they wouldn't add those types of tractors into 22 if they weren't going to add them to the next game. And I'm sure there's quite a big community for the people who enjoy using the older style harvesters. Let me know in the comments if you are enjoying these videos, the old style farming videos. I'm going to be starting a new series for you guys know it on a different map. I'm just trying to figure that one out myself. But we are almost done with this first little loop around. I do have a bit more to do on the other side, and then we will get started on going back and forth closer to 75%, and then I will show you guys that sound that the harvester does make. Once at 75 and once at 98. I'm also thinking about buying, or not buying, what am I talking about? Downloading a few different rain cart mods, because the one I'm using is great. I really do like it, but I just want to try some other ones out as the series goes on. Alright, just about done with that first loop around. I'm trying to figure out if I want to make this cornfield a little bit bigger. I'm sure the selling the harvest isn't going to be great just because of the size of this field, but it might be alright. I guess we shall see. Alright, we are just about getting to the end of this little section. Then I will start going back and forth. Coming up pretty close to that alarm that I really do enjoy that the harvester makes, and I'm not too sure why they don't have it on the in-game tractors, but it is a feature that I would love to see in 25 if all the harvesters had that little almost full alarm. I'm not too sure if harvesters have that in real life, but since the modders put a pretty good amount of work into this harvester, I'm sure that the one in real life does. Alright, I'm going to cut to the next part of the video, and I'm going to do the last couple passes here. As you can see, I had to switch to the 4040 because, like I said earlier, the 3010 just was not cutting it, in my opinion. Do the last couple passes here, and then I'm going to finish off the video there. One thing about this harvester mod that I don't like is, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like the paint on it chips really quick for only having a few hours on it. But it's okay, I can work around that. I don't mind the paint chipping fast. And I'm going to get that last pass here done. Squeeze it in, I should be able to. I think the pipe also does look really cool on this harvester. Older style look, I really do appreciate. And I am just about done here. Only a handful more rows to do, and then I'll head over back to the 4040 and dump the rest of this corn into the trailer. In the next video on this series, I am going to be harvesting the soybean field, so if that's more your thing, that is going to be in the next video. It's going to be a little bit longer a video than I'm typically doing, only because it's quite a large harvest. I got 2 fields to do. I'm going to cram them both into one video. And then after that, I'm going to sell the harvest, of course. I'm going to head over here. And I'm going to dump the rest of this grain into the trailer. Wish this harvester went a little bit faster, but there's not much we can do about it. Alrighty, last corn is going in the trailer. If you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like and subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated, as I'm just starting up this channel and trying to get some traction for it. But leave a like and subscribe. This was Steve Sim Community, and have a good day, everyone.